Is the universe billions of years old, or was it created in 6 literal 24-hour days? Does it even matter? Should Christians make such a big deal out of this issue? Hello, friends. My name is Jonathan Burris. I'm a husband, father, pastor, and teacher. The goal of this channel is to help Christians stand tall in a fallen world. The stunning photos from the new James Webb telescope has spurred some intriguing questions about the age of the Earth and even calling into question the feasibility of the Big Bang. Those that reject young Earth creationism believe that the Earth is around 4.54 billion years old, give or take 50 million years, and that it's part of an old universe that is between 13 and 14 billion years old. Now, that's no small delta from the roughly 6,000 years that young Earth creationists hold to. So who's right and who's wrong? Is it really a big deal for Christians if the world isn't literally as young as the Genesis account says it is? Well, there's a massive reconciliation between an old Earth and the theology of the Bible that becomes necessary. In Genesis chapter 1, we read the creation history. After each creative act, God said, "It's good." At the end of his creative work, he says that everything is very good. If the Genesis account is not literal and the universe is old, then death and disease and bloodshed were all part of what God called good in Genesis 1. Secondly, we're told in Romans 5:12, "Wherefore as by one man sin entered into the world, and death by sin. And so death passed upon all men, for that all have sinned." Now, theologically, the entire message of redemption is based on death entering into the world because of Adam's sin. And thirdly, we would have to reinterpret the entire 10 Commandments, because the 5th commandment, to honor the Sabbath day and keep it holy, is prefaced on the idea that everything was created in 6 literal days. Listen to Exodus 20 and verse number 11. "For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested on the 7th day. Therefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it." Even more frightening is that if the creation week is not literal, then Jesus himself got it wrong when he said in Mark 10:6, "But from the beginning of the creation, God made them male and female." Think of it this way. If evolution and an old earth are true, then Jesus not only got it wrong, but the entire line of truth running through the Bible is wrong. If Jesus didn't know, then how can we take anything in the Bible literally? And therein lies the problem with treating the creation history of Genesis as allegory. It isn't merely the creation story of Genesis. The entire veracity and meaning of the Bible must be called into question if we're being intellectually honest. In short, if you can't trust the first chapter of the Bible, how in the world can we trust the other 1,188 chapters? Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments below. I look forward to reading all your thoughts and responding to as many as I can. If you found this discussion interesting or enlightening, please be sure to click the like button below and subscribe to the channel. And before you go, check out one of my other videos. I'll see you next time.